Welcome to Hobbypalooza 2025. Hello everyone, I'm Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and I'm honored this year to be your Hobbypalooza ambassador. This year, we're once again proud to support Signatures for Soldiers, a non-profit helping disabled veterans through the power of sports autographs. As you know, we're accepting donations all weekend long, and for every $10 that you donate, you'll earn one raffle entry for some amazing prizes. The preferred way to donate is through Zelle in your banking app to the email jekofma@yahoo.com, JECOFFMA@yahoo.com. The Zelle is not an option. Use PayPal, goods and services to the same email. Let's go ahead and beat last year's total of over $5,800. This hour of Hobbypalooza is brought to you by the Penny Sleever, who are generously donating 10% of this week's sales at thepennysleever.com to Signatures for Soldiers. The Penny Sleever, as you know, has top quality supplies at fair prices. Enjoy the show and have some fun.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. This is Ray from Philly here, and welcome to the 2025 Hobbypalooza. I'm thrilled and honored once again this year to be a part of Hobbypalooza. Thank you, Orlando, for introducing and being this year's ambassador. And I want to thank Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, and four collectors, Theo, John 3D's 80, Sammy Thunder. And don't forget this year, the big charities for Signature for Soldiers. It's a great charity, great event. Make sure you donate for that as well. Now, I'm really excited. As you guys know, I run the Sports Card Hall of Fame network. And for years, I've done the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. I just passed the 8th year in a row. And Scott of Scotty Tradition and Bart of Bart's Cards have just finished up the 3rd year in a row of the Football Card Hall of Fame. Well, now, announcement. A new sport is being added to the Sports Card Hall of Fame. We're launching this year, the first ever, the Basketball Card Hall of Fame. And I want to bring on the guy who's going to be in charge of this, the committee chairman, Tony of TJ is online. Tony, what's going on, Paisan? How you doing, my friend?
Hey, Paisan, what's going on? How's it going, everyone?
I'm so excited, man, to do this. I mean, you know, we're going to share the ballot this year. This is the first ever Basketball Card Hall of Fame, and I'm really, really excited to show this. So, you know, why don't you give everyone, you know, the rundown real quick?
Sure. So, you know, I've been speaking with quite a few members, and we'll get into the whole hobby, how they had influence on picking the cards that are going to be on the first ballot. It's 50 total cards separated by 2 errors. We'll get into that, but like to just thank everyone for inviting me, especially you, Ray. This has been a great project. You know, I've been voting for the Baseball Hall of Fame for I think 4 or 5 years now, ever since I started YouTube. And you know, doing this even gave me a great opportunity to go through my old drawer, and I found classic Sixers jersey and the Sean Bradley jerseys currently hanging up on the wall, covering up my favorite Charles poster. So let's dive right into it. And if folks have questions, Ray's going to monitor it, and then I'll try to answer.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go into the presentation right now.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Basketball is right up there for me, right after baseball. I love vintage basketball cards especially. What's up, Don? So, yeah, we're going to go over the dates of when they start. Tony's going to be going over all that. We're thrilled to launch this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. No, Andrew, I can't cover up the shirt. I didn't have a basketball shirt. This is the closest Philly thing I had.
All right, so here's a cover slide. It's just letting folks know this is the inaugural class 2025 Basketball Card Hall of Fame. And it's just important to recognize that the folks that are determining the cards on the ballot and the cards that will be voted for are on. It's all of us. It's the hobby, and mainly the folks that are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Here, Ray.
Okay, so the important dates are the voting is going to begin on September 1st. Okay, we're just going to show the ballot today. I know everyone wants to get started now, but the voting will start September 1st. The voting will end on the opening day of this year's NBA season, which is October 21st, 11:59 p.m. The inductee announcement of the ceremony will be on Friday, October 24th, and we're going to go live, YouTube live stream for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Tone, you wanted to
Sure.
take that?
Yeah, so Ray and I had numerous conversations. I also went back to other videos from the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. And Ray, I think you would agree that one item that, we wanted to address, especially in the Basketball Card Hall of Fame, is different eras.
Right.
So it's really hard to compare a basketball card from the 1940s or 50s, even the 60s, 70s, to something that's currently out now,
right,
that you could have picked up. So we separated the two eras. Vintage era, we're calling it currently. That's from 1900 to 1979. We also have the modern era. Yeah, we're calling it the modern era, starting at 1980 to present day.
Mm-hmm.
Rules. Oh, sorry, Ray. Go.
Go ahead. If you take it.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So Ray and I talked to various folks in the hobby, and based on Ray's experience with the other sports card Hall of Fames, especially since the basketball card market isn't as large as the baseball one, we decided to have 5 cards be inducted from each era in the first Hall of Fame. So you have 25 cards to look at in each ballot, so a total of 50, and you'll pick a total of 10 cards, 5 on the vintage ballot and 5 on the modern era ballot. 1 vote per person, household, dog, online account, everything. Just 1 vote per person, and that's a strict rule that we're going to enforce, like as we always did. As we said, top 5 votes are inducted per era. If there's a tie for last place, meaning the 5th card in each era, then they're both going to get in. One area that we talked about with this was how will we handle modern day player cards of guys that are still playing. And we just decided that after speaking to other folks too, so it wasn't just Ray and I, it'll just be easier if all retired players are excluded from the ballot. As soon as they retire, they'll be on that next year's ballot. And the last bullet point here, it's just if 10 cards are inducted, or if there's a tie and it's 11 cards, then those number of spots will be replaced on the upcoming ballot.
Yeah, it was kind of tough, to try and, the first year of a Hall of Fame, the committee guys have to kind of take the reins of picking the cards. The last couple of years with baseball and football, we've kind of let the people vote for the new ones being voted in. But the initial, someone's got to get it started, right? So Tony did a fantastic job. His research was spot on. So great job.
And how were the cards picked for the first ballot and even for other ballots, future ones? So we talked about the people, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, X, those. We went to various folks. We had posts on each of the platforms, and people got back to me, and they helped. We also used the Card Ladder app, especially for modern cards. Jeremy Lee and his Sports Cards Live, we discussed it on there, and folks talked a little bit about the cards they would like to see. And then for the other modern cards, Adam Gray's magazine that he used to publish, Basketball Card Fanatic, and even still now, Adam likes to put out these lists of iconic cards, and a lot of them focus on modern cards, even though he did have vintage lists too. So we got the pulse of the community in terms of what's going on for the last 5 years, including today. We also thought it's very important to look at the historic view of cards. So we went to Beckett issue number 50. We went to other versions of Beckett's. We went to the top 200 sports card written by Joe Orlando. And we looked at the basketball cards that they had in their top 50 list, or the top 100 list, as in the Beckett magazine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So this is the moment we've been waiting for, Tone. So we're going to start off with the vintage era, 1900 to 1979, and that's 25 cards on each ballot. So the first card is the 1933 Gaudy Sports Kings Nat Holman rookie card. Such an iconic set from 1933 Gaudy, of course, you know, with baseball and everything, but look at the the artwork on 33 Gaudy. Just did an awesome job with the detail of their set that year. And Nat Holman is, I agree, is an iconic card. So that's the first card on the ballot for the Vintage Basketball Card Hall of Fame. Yeah, Tone, we'll go back.
Yeah. So for 1948, some consider this one of the major basketball cards. Like this would be the T206 Honus Wagner, the 1952 Mickey Mantle of the basketball card era, especially when it comes to vintage cards. So we got the 1948 Macon, and that's Bowman for those who don't know.
Yeah, and that's a great card too, by the way. That Mikan card, the George Mikan. I agree. That's probably the Honus Wagner of basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, legendary player, a 57 Topps Bill Russell rookie card, and this is you'll see a couple cards from this set. This is an iconic set for sure. Bill Russell, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Great card.
1957 card coming up. That's the Bob Cousy rookie. Won many titles, one of the most excellent point guards in history, and you can't say more about this fella.
Again, 1957 Topps. This is what a great action shot here. This is of Bob Pettit, 57 Topps Bob Pettit rookie card. This is this is a huge set, so great card.
Here we have the 1961 Flair Bill Russell. Great card in the hobby, not as iconic as his 1957, but just it's a nice profile picture, and it's a great set. And finding any card from this 1961 set, much like the 57 set, centered, that's a tough challenge.
Yeah, and this is one of the first vintage players I ever got into as a kid was Elgin Baylor, and this is the 1961 Fleer Elgin Baylor rookie card. Some say underrated player. He was an all-around great player. I mean, if you want to say five-tool in baseball, that would be Elgin Baylor. He was just a terrific player and an awesome-looking card.
Here we have next, 1961, Mr. Logo. So with all these Logo Man cards and Logo Lady cards coming out, but with the Logo Man cards, I mean, that's Jerry West, and he know it. And this is just a great looking card with the color scheme. And I just wish West like Wilt had enough, had a better chances to win more titles. But those Red Auerbach Celtic teams were powerful.
And again, coming in with another 61 Fleer. This is such an awesome set. This is the Big O, Oscar Robertson rookie card, another all-around spectacular player. And this is with an old team, the Cincinnati Royals. If anyone can name the question out there is who did the Cincinnati Royals end up becoming? That would be fun. Don't give it away, Tony.
Nah, I was going to say Mr. Triple Double, who doesn't get enough credit as he should today.
Absolutely.
So I get lucky. I land on one of my favorite probably my favorite basketball player who I collect. 1961 Wilt Chamberlain rookie card. We all know about the SGC 10 that was moved over into a PSA 10, and it's probably the most valuable card on the basketball market, with maybe the exception of some Logo Man has 15 parallels and autographed. But this is a beautiful card, hard to find registered too.
That's a card on my agenda. The Big Dipper, Wilt is still absolutely from Philadelphia, from this area. I got him up there in the top 5, but this next set, Tony, this was a little bit new to me. I want you to talk about this set a little bit. This is the 67-68 Topps Test Bill Russell card. So if you can touch base on this set a little bit.
So the next upcoming cards, you'll recognize them with their flip, usually as the 68 Topps Test set. Essentially, Topps were out of the basketball card market for 10 years. And in 1967, they went before the NBA and also what was known as the NBA Players Association. Then when it really wasn't organized, but they tried. And they didn't even talk to the ABA folks. But Topps decided they're going to present black and white cards, very simply done. The backs are just a puzzle that you can make a big Wilt Chamberlain picture, which is the same on his card. So, and it later came out that these were really issued in 1967. They were put in a little bit of packs, but it didn't get too far after that. So they presented it to the NBA, and Topps also made a couple packs that they distributed in the New York area. But black and white cards, extremely hard to find.
Yeah, and here's another 67-68 Topps test of Mr. Logo Jerry West card, and yeah, great story on this set. It's I got to be honest with you, I wasn't too aware of this set before this Hall of Fame, but I've been doing more research on it, and it's really cool looking cards. I got to say, definitely Jerry West.
Yeah, and the only stats on this card is just the height. There's nothing, and there's no position. They got the team and the name, but that's about it. And
Right.
So we have Mr. Oscar Robertson, the Big O. He's the next one on this test set on the ballot.
And of course, we're going to continue on 67-68 Topps test of Wilt Chamberlain. What a nice shot there. Great picture wearing the Philadelphia uniform, and it has the height in front, 7'1", Wilt to stilt.
And just a quick note for folks that I forgot to mention was Topps thought they were going to get the NBA license for this set. So that's why you see the logos in this set and not upcoming Topps sets until they were able to secure the licenses. But if you're lucky enough to own all the test set cards, which I don't know anyone that has a full set, this is the puzzle that you put together on the back of the cards.
And this is yours, Tone.
So this is the Havlicek rookie. Every time I see this card, I think of, him stealing the ball and that famous announcement from the playoff game.
Havlicek stole the ball.
Yeah, and he was playing for a number of years before the set came out. So it's just amazing how Topps couldn't make a card of him until 1969-70. Tall boy.
Yeah, and coming in next is another 69 Topps of, at the time, Mr. Lou L. Cinder rookie card. I would, if I had to make a prediction, and we're not voting, by the way, but if I had to make a prediction, I would be shocked that this one isn't one of the 5 getting in. Such a classic, great card of a top 3 basketball player of all time, Mr. Lou L. Cinder rookie card. Great card.
I was just replying to my friend Philly Joe in the comments how he's anti-black and white cards, but in this era, basketball really wasn't popular among collectors. So it was either black or white or nothing. We were lucky 57 Topps had some color in addition to 61 Flair. Here we have the 69 Wilt Chamberlain, second year official card. Beautiful. And this image, much like others in the 1969 set, were used in later cards issued by Topps and some cards made in the basement, which we'll get into later.
And the next card is one of the, I think, underrated, one of the greatest players of all time, the 1970 Topps of Pistol Pete Maravich rookie card. I highly suggest for you guys out there who don't know who Pete Maravich is, YouTube him and look at his highlights. The man was an absolute magician with the ball. Was one of the greatest college players of all time, if not the greatest college player. And in the NBA, just behind the back passes, no look passes. Everyone knows about Magic, but this guy kind of started it, and I would highly recommend looking up Pistol Pete. Great card.
He played without the 3-point line, and he didn't play his freshman year of college and still led the NCAA in all-time
Love this
scoring.
card.
Yeah, it's a great card. And like Ray said, if you go on YouTube, they have the movie that was made about his childhood from 1992 or so.
Interesting story. Yep.
Here we have the Nate Archibald card, 1971 Topps rookie.
And another 71 Topps of Rick Barry. For some of you who don't know, Rick Barry was known for what? Shooting free throws underhanded. It was really weird seeing that when I was a little kid, but the guy was great. And so, yeah, the 1971 Topps Rick Barry rookie card, another great card. Oh,
right. I'll give you this one, right? Go for it.
Thank you so much. This is my favorite all-time basketball shocker. This is the 1972 tops of Dr. J, Julius Erving, with the original ABA Virginia Squires. This is a card that, yes, I don't have. And when I do buy my first basketball vintage cards, will be this. Shocker. This was a guy that I grew up watching, seeing every one of his games with the 76ers. Love, love, love. Just as much as I love Mike Schmidt, this is my favorite all-time basketball player, Dr. J.
Like Ray, unfortunately, I don't own this card either.
Oh,
But
we
been on
got to
my
buy
list for
this card.
years. Yeah, we need to bring back the John Keating cards I should own by now segment.
Absolutely.
I'll take this one. This is a 1974 Topps Bill Walton rookie card. I also been calling this card for decades as like the Teen Wolf card, because it reminds me of the Michael J. Fox movie, not the sequel.
He does look
movie.
like Teen Wolf. It's a shame, but he could have had a longer career if it wasn't for foot problems. He was just a great player.
Yeah, what a knees.
And another guy who I really liked when I was a kid in the 70s, the Iceman, 1974 Topps George, the Iceman Gervin, rookie card. Some of these names, the nicknames are just phenomenal. The Iceman. He played for the San Antonio Spurs, really helped that team get off the map in the 70s, beat the Sixers in the 79 playoffs that year. I remember that. It's a really, really great player.
Here we have another Dr. J card. I'm lucky to be able to talk about this. This is his 1975 Topps card. And what makes this card popular is, as baseball card collectors know, Topps was really getting the action shot starting in 1971. And basketball, they didn't really do that so much until you got into like the 73, 74, 75 set. But this 75 set, like this is a action shot for Topps when it came to basketball cards, one of the earlier ones.
Yep, and another great card from 75. Of course, another one of my favorite players of Moses Malone. His rookie card helped the Sixers win the finals finally and got Dr. J his NBA championship in 1983. Was the major help of Moses Malone. I love the red, white, and blue balls. I would love for one day the NBA just to honor the ABA, bring them back for a game. Moses Malone. Let me tell you, the story with why the Sixers brought in Moses was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We had trouble every year beating the Lakers in the finals, and the one guy that used to give Kareem fits was Moses Malone. So the Sixers ownership brought in Moses, and lo and behold, faux in 1983. I'm showing my age, but
we're all around the same age, so it's all good. We're like wine. We age fine. We're not like 40s. 40s don't age well, but wine does.
Nice. Now we got some modern cards for some of you younger dudes out there.
So here we go. Ray, take us off.
All right. So the first card for the modern era ballot, which again Tony says it starts from 1980 to present day, is the Magic Bird rookie card with, of course, Dr. J in the middle. This is a 3-panel card that could be perforated and torn off, and I've seen a lot of those cards individually. I pulled this card from a pack the year it came out and ended up selling it 15 years later. I know, but this has become, for a lot of the younger people, the first card they're buying when they go buy vintage cards or somewhat vintage cards is this Magic Bird rookie. And it's a tough card too because of print defects in the corners, especially around Magic. It's a tough card to get.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ray. For some of these modern cards on the ballot, I did list items which we'll see with the upcoming cards, but print defect. I mean, finding this card centered is one thing, but the print defects, it's just tough. Mine has print defects everywhere on it. Here we have our first star card. So as folks know, the NBA license, nobody wanted to pick it up. Topps didn't want it. Flair didn't want it at the time. Don Russ had a chance. Everyone passed up on it, except for a small company just outside of Philly, and they decided to go for it. And that's a star company started by Robert Levin. So we have the 84-85 star Clyde the Glide Drexler rookie card.
Yeah, this is such a huge set, Tony. Is this star set? You know, I wish I would have bought some of these cards when they first came out, and they have just gone absolutely berserk value wise. And yeah, so next up after Clyde the Glide is Dominique Wilkins, one of the greatest dunkers. After Dr. J, the next great dunker, a lot of people thought was Michael Jordan. It was really Neek. Dominique Wilkins, what his slam dunks were really innovative and creative. It was just a joy watching him play for the Atlanta Hawks. He was such a great player, and great card, 1983-84 star of Dominique Wilkins, rookie card.
And for some folks who might be wondering why we have this card and if we're going to have or not have the 86 Flair, is I had a chance to meet Dominique Wilkins last year,
Nice,
along with a few other folks at the National. And someone asked him, what do you consider your true rookie card? And both cards were shown to him.
yeah.
And he picked that card, and he says, it's because I remember doing that dunk in the game. Now, I don't know if he really did remember it, but you know, he is in the front office of the Hawks, and he's very much involved in the game, and
Yes,
great storyteller.
it still looks great too, by the way. Looks like he could still play. And Sammy Thunder just said, Wilkins has to be one of the great, and I agree, has to be one of the greatest forwards not to win a championship. I mean, he's up there with Barkley. Wilkins and Barkley are the two greatest players not to win. But yeah, go ahead, Tone.
Here we have the Zeke rookie card. I do like the picture on the 86 Flair better and his other star cards, but this is his first star card. It's actually his second star card ever made. Star had an all-star card made, which was all blue border, but this came out about 5 months after that, and so this is his star rookie cards. It's his first base card ever published.
And coming in next, another star card, the 83-84 star Larry Bird. And this is a short, yeah, you have it. I just noticed it's on there. This is a really short print, isn't it, Tone? It's hard to find this card, especially in great condition.
Yeah, so for the first base set, Star ran into problems with the contracted printer and who they outsourced everything to, and they just couldn't get it right. So the cards came out in the sheets, the uncut sheets, with all print defects going through it. So a lot of them had to be scrapped. So you'll find a lot of these without the print defects, because the ones that had the print defects, they were trashed.
And I love the green borders on there. Matches Celtics,
Yeah, that's a good point. People love color matching and everything now. Like, I was at the Phillies game last night, and they had a Jason Kelsey Topps baseball card with the first pitch, and everything is numbered now. So the 99 card was actually cost more money because it was a green border, so it was color matched to his Eagle colors than the other ones. But Star was the first company I'm aware of in all the sports to actually do some color matching with the border, the back, and also the jersey color of the team. Here we have another card, much like the Bird. This was also a short print because of defects. It was on that same Star base set. Here we have the 83-84 Magic Johnson.
And well, wow, did I step into this one? I totally lucked out. Tone, I'll give you this one, my friend.
You take it. You sure?
Yeah, no, you should, Tone. This is your guy. This is your card, man.
Yeah, so this is this is one of the controversial cards ever made. Regardless of the sport, you got the 84-85 star card of Michael Jordan. He had 3 cards in the set. This one came out first. It's his base card. So if you flip it around, you got his collegiate stats and where he was drafted and his height and all that other weight and all that hometown, all that other good stuff. He does have 2 other cards in the set. Those are the Olympic card and also the Rookie of the Year card. But this one came out first, and it is considered his true base card in the set.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. If we're going to say that George Mikan is the Honus Wagner, this is probably the 52 mantle. Would you agree, or maybe not?
In terms of being iconic,
iconicness,
definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like a combination of the 51 Bowman and the 52 Mickey.
And would you consider this, in your opinion, more so the rookie over the 86 Flair? Just your opinion.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
being some 40 years now since the set was released, yeah, in my opinion, it is the rookie card. It's the
Yeah.
first card made, and there's different criteria, but
Yeah.
it's the first card. So whether we want to call it a rookie card or the first card of Jordan ever made, this is it.
Right.
Outside of his big 5x7 card
Forgot
that was
about that.
also made
Right.
by Star. Yeah.
Right. And a great player, the 1984-85 star of Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. I was glad to see him in the 90s win back-to-back championships with the Rockets. And you've put on here, this card is very notorious for tough centering. And again, great color background, man. Great borders. It's just Star got it that year, man, for just like adding the perfect color to
Mm.
match with the players. But Akeem, you know, Moses Malone taught Akeem, from what I heard, or at least helped him out in the beginning of his career. So great card.
And the Dream was also known for kicking the soccer ball. I mean, kicking the
Yeah, I
ball
remember that.
hard into the net because he was a fantastic soccer player, and he had the footwork. And just so folks know, a lot of the photographers that Star used, Flair also picked them up too. So a lot of the cards in the 86-87 Flair set uses photos from the 84-85 and 85-86 Star set. So
Right.
a lot of similar photos. And Isaiah Thomas is the one card I can think of where the same picture is used twice on a All-Star card that Flair put out in addition to its 86 Flair card. No, sorry,
Right.
it's the 86 Magic Johnson card. 86
And Victor, rookie card specialist, and Jordan had a high school ID card.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Yep.
love you too, Victor.
Yeah.
Victor's actually when I had mine graded of that one-on-one card, Victor was one of the first people who I saw, and I showed it to him. He says, "Tony, I got to introduce you to someone." So he took me to go meet a fellow hobbyist.
Nice. Yeah, Tom.
Nah, you go.
This is the round now, the rebound. 1984-85 Star. Chuck Barkley, Charles Barkley, another great Philadelphia 76er player. What can I say? This is a really beautiful looking card. Again, Star matching up the colors just perfect. Charles Barkley, right up there with Dominique Wilkins, is probably the two greatest players never to win a championship. Got close with the Phoenix Suns, but not all the way.
It still hurts me that we traded him, but I understand why he wanted to leave Philly.
Who'd we get? Jeff Hornacek?
Yeah. And I forget if we had Dawkins as part of that trade or we already had him. I forget, but I know Hornacek was the big one.
Yep. Jeff Hornacek.
That was rough.
That was rough, man.
And then all that led to Mr. Sean Bradley, who you see the jersey.
Yeah.
Up to my left side there. Oh, okay. I get to take on this MJ.
You get the biggie.
Yeah, so this is the 86-87 MJ. This was the card to own when I got into basketball card collecting in 1988. This was it because the Star cards were just ghosts. They were in the first Beckett Price Guide. They were in SCD and baseball card monthly magazines that you can buy. But this is the card that everyone talked about. And look at that photo. And it's an iconic photo. He's dunking. And this photo is from NJ's game against the Nets, which is funny, is the same photos that Star used on their cards. Same photographer. But iconic card. Take nothing away from this card. It's a beautiful card.
Yeah, if someone said Barkley was traded for Hornacek, Tim Perry, and Andrew Lang.
Yes.
Thanks for reminding us.
Thank you for that.
Another Charles Barkley rookie, 86-87 Fleer Charles Barkley rookie card. You see Barkley doing his signature two-handed slam dunk. He was just such a presence in the basketball court, man. He was just everywhere, rebounding, passing, could shoot, physical presence, and he wasn't that big. I've met Barkley quite a few times, and really nice guy, great player.
Would you say about 6'3"?
Yeah,
So?
I was going to say maybe
6'4".
Yeah, I was going to say that he's not that tall, but he played tall. Like he pushed everyone out of the way and got the rebounds and dunks. And he was he was really fun to watch playing because he just took the ball and slam dunked it in your face and was just such an aggressive player. And Andrew said the Barkley autobiography was really good. I got to check that out.
Yeah, and little fun fact, since we're running good on time here, is that Barkley should have been on the '84 Olympic team, Sam Perkins, Jordan,
Yep.
Mullen, and a few others. But Bobby Knight didn't want to take him on because of Barkley. He was very opinionated even in college, and Knight thought that Barkley would have been a little bit of a troublemaker on the team, or we would have had an Olympic card of Barkley.
Let's give everyone a trivia of Barkley real quick. What college did he play for? Does anyone remember? You win a prize. Not really, but you know.
I think that Melissa knows because she said her best friend from college went on a date with Barkley, so she knows. Yep. Uh-oh. We got a bunch of them flying in now. 3 almost tied 4. Here we go.
Barry.
And I think Philly Joe likes this card because it's not black and white either.
Shocker.
Mr. Ewing. I have a love-hate relationship with Patrick because I thought he was going to be one of the – I mean, he was a great all-time center, but I thought he was going to be much, much bigger. I mean, he was really a force at Georgetown. My Villanova Wildcats beat him for the NCAA title. But yeah, Ewing was fun to watch, and it's too bad he never won a title, but really great center.
Yeah, he's another one that didn't win, besides Barkley and Dominique Wilkins. It was more than I thought.
Yeah.
88, 89 Fleer of Scottie Pippen, rookie card. Wow, he really was a great player, complimented Michael Jordan extremely well. You know, he's been in the news lately a little bit, but, you know, still, nonetheless, I would definitely put this card and this player well deserving of being in the first annual Basketball Card Hall of Fame. Scottie Pippen, 88, 89 Fleer rookie card is a really, really great card. No tipping, right, Scottie Pippen.
Not to go back to Ewing, but Andrew just pointed out something that I remember, and I usually talk about when I bash Ewing on Instagram, is Ewing must be on the most posters created in the late 1980s, early 90s. You know, we all had these posters on the walls. I forget the company that made them. Starter maybe made some.
I think Starter
had some. Yeah. And the cool thing about Ewing is he was on so many posters because people were dunking on him. And this guy was actually a good defender. I mean, even before Riley went to the Knicks. But poor Ewing, he was just on so many posters getting dunked on. But he's a great player. Oh, here we have, I remember this card. I got memories of it. And I still have my childhood one. I don't have it out for this show. But the 1989 Hoops, David Robinson rookie card, number 138. And this was the first series card. And, you know, folks were a little upset because it was just him holding up the jersey. And when this card was put out, there were no other cards in the hobby other than the Gretzky that came out the year before holding up the Kings jersey of a draft pick holding up the jersey. That just did not exist. So this is the first card that had that. And Hoops got so much feedback negatively saying, hey, you know, we wanted an action shot. So what did they do? They promised everyone in series 2 would have an action shot. And the action shot was David Robinson shooting a foul shot, a free throw. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Hoops. So that's why this got the nod over the update.
This is the first year of Hoops too, right? And 1980. And this card, I opened so many packs to find this card, and I did end up getting quite a few of these, but I don't want to say chase card, but man, when this set came out in 89, that's everybody wanted the David Robinson card. It was he was a great player, and this was a big card that people were busting open packs, and great player, man. He was an awesome player. The Admiral was huge for sure.
2 of my friends in the chat pointed out, you know, the Admiral was huge. Yeah, he was an Admiral in the Navy. And Robinson, I'm not going to compare him to anything like Ted Williams or Feller or the other players in various sports who played, you know, who missed playing time because of military service. But David Robinson went to the Naval Academy, and he had to serve. He had to devote 3 years of what would have been his NBA playing career, if I remember correctly, to serve that. That was his deal. So he could have been in the NBA sooner, and who knows what his numbers would have been like. Yeah, his stats, and he probably never would have got picked by the Spurs either.
Yeah, that's true. He wouldn't have. All right, so people were asking us in the chat, like they're curious to see how many cards we picked in the 90s, and here's our first one. 1992, 1993 Stadium Club Shaq rookie card number 21. It's the first Topps Stadium Club hoop set, members only, and beam team. So Shaq, when this guy came out, if any, you remember seeing the movie Blue Chips?
Mm-hmm.
With Nick Nolte? That made me such a Shaq fan, man. That was actually a really, it was Anthony Hardaway was in that movie too. It was a really good movie. And I think that movie came out right around Shaq's rookie year, or maybe during his second year. And I went out and bought tons of his rookie cards. Shaq was just such a awesome player. I don't know, Tone, do you put him in the top 10? I would. I think he was a top 10 basketball player of all time.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if only he can make his foul shots, free throws a little bit better. Much like Wilt, his points would have been even more. But
maybe he should have adopted the Rick Barry underhand free throw show. That would have helped him out better. But yeah, his free throws were ugly. But man, he just bullied everyone out of his way, and God help you if you stood in Shaq's way. I mean, he was just a dominating force to be reckoned with Shaq. So great player, nice card.
And when Jordan came out, Jordan wasn't really hyped. So people don't remember that now because Jordan's probably arguably the all-time best. But Shaq was the first rookie that I can remember, even more so than David Robinson, that was so the buildup coming into the league, with the draft and then his first card. I mean, Shaq was the first player I remember who got so much love, like what Wemby got recently, and Caitlin Clark and some of the other players. I mean, just wow. I mean, Allen Iverson got some buildup, but Shaq was it. We should also note, Ray and I, that when we get into the 90s, we know there's different parallels and variants. There's base cards, there's refractor cards. So when you do vote for any of these cards, just remember, you'll be voting for the base card version and any parallel. So for this one, it was, you had the normal Stadium Club card, but that's considered a different set. With this Beam Team set, you got the members only, and you got the regular Beam Team version, and we understand this was an insert set. So, this is one of the ones where, maybe this regular Stadium Club should be as part of this too. So if you vote for this, you'll get all three cards. So just be aware that when you vote for any one card, and we have some other cards coming up that would really put this example and it'll hit home.
Yeah. And Matt, the card story, said he hopes the Jordan Scoring Kings is in there. 1993-94 Fleer Ultra Scoring Kings, Michael Jordan, number 5. So ask and you shall receive. This is a cool looking card. The background is awesome on this. Jordan is present in a lot of cards. Everyone think it's just the star and the Fleer, but no, he's got some buku cards, man, in the 90s that are extremely popular and valuable and iconic, I would like to say too. So Jordan is definitely on this list for more than one card. So he is the GOAT, no doubt. But I'm curious, I posed a question out to everybody, and I've had this argument many times. I'm really interested in hearing people in the chat, who are their top 5 basketball players of all time? Not cards, just players. Don't have to give me the order, because that's a totally different argument altogether, is the order. My order is different from a lot of other people's order, but I just want to hear what people's top 5 basketball players are of all time in any order.
Thank you for that. I also put a trivia question on my own. I meant to put it a while ago, but when we got to the Shaq card, and he was in Blue Chips, there's a famous scene in Blue Chips. Maybe it's more famous now than it was then. There was a former NBA player. he's in the Hall of Fame, and he's in a scene with Nick Nolte, and it was an honest to God one-time take, and this player made every single shot that you see. So it just, whoever could answer it first in the trivia will be
Andrew got it.
Yeah, he was pretty fast on that.
Andrew got it.
Yeah, good job, Andrew. So another thing about this card, this is whichever card you see here, this was voted on by the people. For folks on Instagram, Ray and I had we had 26 cards for the 25 spots. So we had a final showdown. What was going to be the 25th card on the ballot? And it was between this card here and also the first Topps 1993 Topps Finest regular and refractor Jordan. And we had over 50 people vote for that, including Nat Turner, who didn't vote for this one, but he voted for the other card just because both cards are iconic. This is the better looking one of the two, but this is just one of those cards where we want folks to know that you determined the cards that were on this ballot, along with some of the magazines that we read. This is not something that Ray and I picked out of a hat or we just picked ourselves. This is cards, vote on the ballot by the people and will be voted by the people. Is this one mine, Ray?
Yes.
I was talking too much.
That's all right.
All right. So here we have one of my Photoshop Express skills that I like to tout. It's the 96-97 Topps Chrome AI rookie card. With this, you had a base version, which was the regular Chrome, and you had a Chrome refractor. So if you vote for this card to get in, or any other card like this, all the versions of that card get in.
Yeah. And speaking of another local Philadelphia product, 1996-97 Topps Chrome of Kobe Bryant rookie card. Gone too soon. One of the greatest players. And we're starting to get some responses too now of the top 5 players. Philly Joe has his top 5 as Wilt, Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, and Curry. I'd like 3 of those, Joe. I agree with Wilt, Kareem, and Jordan. Barry has Bird, Barkley, Russell, Jordan, Dr. J. I'm going to give mine towards the end, and it's not in any order. It's just my top 5 basketball players of all time. But great list so far. I want to see more people's top 5s, but this is an awesome, iconic card. And it's the refractor too, by the way. Almost forgot to mention that. Topps Chrome refractor, Kobe Bryant rookie card.
I just put in mine. I can only think of 3, so mine are in the chat now. So just remember, folks, you'll get the base card, which they call paper. You'll get the base card, paper card. You'll get the regular Chrome, and you'll get the refractor if you vote for this. Here we have the. I don't know, Ray. Would this be the most popular card in the hobby, in the basketball card hobby?
It's definitely up there, man. Definitely up there. I've seen Nat Turner talk about this card.
Yeah, he picked his up in the late 2010s. Yep. I think 2017, 18. It was on eBay. It got shilled. The person didn't pay for it. The green one we're talking about. And then it got listed again, and Nat made sure that he won it. And now he only needs 3 more to get the entire Precious Gems green card. So we have the base card, which is on this side here, which is on the left. We have the red, which is in the middle. Those were cards numbered 11 to 100 on the back. And then we have on the right-hand side of your screen, you got the green card, and those were cards number 1 to 10. So again, if you vote for this card, all 3 get in.
And I'm going to run off a couple more top 5s here. 4 collectors voted for Jordan, Bird, Magic, Kobe, Duncan. Yankee card stock, Van Hoot, Wilt, Jordan. Oh, a man after my own heart. Thank you. Dr. J in the top 5. Thank you. Walt Frazier and Chucky. And let's see, anybody else on here? VVV. He's got Bird, Duncan, Shaq, Jordan, Curry. Ken's cardboard has Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Chamberlain, Bird. That's pretty close to mine. But yeah, keep them coming. It's a fun discussion. I always have a big discussion with this. But next up,
Mhm.
1997 Topps Chrome Refractor. People have been mentioning this guy's name in the chat of Tim Duncan, his rookie card. He's won what, 5 championships, Tone? This guy, he's Mr. Championship when I think of Tim Duncan. This guy is just relentless, awesome player.
Yeah, as good as David Robinson was, he was
Yeah.
like MJ. You know, he needed that coach and that missing piece, and Duncan was Robinson's missing piece, as long as Popovich, who I think was the Spurs coach then,
I
right?
was going to mention Popovich as well. I mean,
Mhm.
there was just a good gel between, Pop and Duncan. And, when they both played together, David Robinson and Duncan, Robinson was more so the center and Duncan was power forward. I would
Mhm.
think that was the right. Okay. Just wanted to make sure who really was the center when they were on the court at the same time. But yeah, awesome. Awesome player.
Okay. We're coming down the stretch. We got 10 minutes left, so we definitely want to make sure that we give some time to talk about while we're here with the charity.
Yep.
You see going on the bottom of the screen. All right, here we have a very special card. It's underrated in the hobby in some aspects, at least one version is. So this is the 1997 Upper Deck game jersey. Why was this card picked? Because it's the first time MJ had a patch in a card that was pack pulled. And I know people don't really call this a patch card. They call it a jersey card or a t-shirt card, but this is it. So the autograph cards came in, they were numbered out of, 23. And some of them have the logo here from the All-Star game. This was this jersey here, and we don't have a picture of the back of the card, but the back of the card tells you which All-Star game this came from. This came from the 1992 All-Star game, which is a really famous All-Star game because that was the game after Magic Johnson announced he was HIV positive, and he stopped playing, but he came back for the All-Star game, and he had a pretty good game. But just what Magic did it united a lot of fans because Magic was a popular player, still is, but back then he was big. And so this is a memorable All-Star game. So, and the non-auto cards, I didn't want to do the math, neither did Ray. We talked about it. We got out the calculators. It was just too hard. Math is hard. So instead, we just, a good friend of mine, Pubulus 123, he told me that this was odds 1 out of 2,500 packs, you would get this type of card. And Jordan's not the only patch card, jersey card in this set. There's others too, but it was out of 1 out of 2,500 packs. So this is a very hard card to get, whether you get it signed or not. Just a note, if you do want to spend, $50,000 on the signed version of this card, there are some aftermarket signatures that people got signed by MJ, and you'll know these aren't pack pulled because they won't have the number on the bottom right.
Right, and coming in now is the 1997 Skybox E-X 2001 Jambalaya Michael Jordan card number 6. Pretty cool card, man. This is a sweet-looking card of Michael Jordan. Skybox. Skybox came out in the early 90s, I think. They had some really cool-looking cards, but great card. I love it. Jambalaya MJ, number 6.
And a lot of these famous basketball cards in the 90s and even in other sports, baseball, even non-sports like Marvel, it all started like Flair was going on. They did their thing. Skybox did their thing. Impel, which was the company that put out the Marvel cards, they were doing their things. And then before you know it, Flair just bought Skybox. They bought Impel bought Skybox, or Skybox bought Impel, then Flair bought Impel and Skybox. So a lot of the one company were putting out these fantastic cards that we look back on now. And unfortunately, they're not being made anymore. Here we have the Dirk rookie card, which is the 1998 EX Century Essential Credentials. Famous set here. We recently had an Iverson that was, I think, either from this set or a year before. That was only numbered to 3, sell for nearly $1 million. This one here, I picked you got the base card, and you got the 1 out of 23, which is like a gold color. You also have this one here, which is a silver color. This is out of 68.
And we're coming closer to the end now. We have now the 2002 Upper Deck Logo Mania of Kobe Bryant. This is the first Logo Man auto only year Logo Man in base set. Great card, man. Iconic card.
Yeah, and it's amazing they didn't have any more than 101. So this card made the list despite being a 101 card. It's that popular within the basketball card hobby. Here we have the last card on the ballot.
Wrap this up. You want to just give a little more info as far as how this is all going to roll out to close it off here?
Yeah, we can go to the next slide, which has the dates.
Yeah. So this is the Kobe card. You can take a look at it after on the replay. Just as a reminder, you got important dates here. Voting begins September 1st. Voting ends on the NBA opening night, which is October 21st. Then the inductee announcement ceremony will be on Ray's channel on Friday, October 24th. There'll be a YouTube live stream.
Yep. And don't forget Signature for Soldiers, guys. Great charity. We want to thank John 3D's 80s, Sammy Thunder, Theo, 4 Collectors. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget, go out and vote for the Basketball Card Hall of Fame September 1st. Thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Great show. Everybody stick around for the next stream, which is going to be Hobby Ambassador Orlando, along with our very own Pepino Man, talking about 1970s baseball card sets. So thanks, guys. Great show.
Thank you.
Ray, thank you for having us.
Let's move on to the next one.
Happy to be part of this.
Thank you.
Take care, all.
Love my hobby. Keep collecting baseball cards.
But hey, we want to keep the lights on here at 4 Collector Studios, so hit the like button for us, guys.
So thanks everybody for coming, and we'll see you next time on 4 Collectors.
All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Subscribe to the 4 Collectors channel if you haven't done so yet, and we'll see you soon.
All right, guys. Clemente Collector has said we hit a grand slam, so that makes me feel good.